I'm not saying like they're the best. I'm not speaking like an old head. You know, I love the new rappers now. One of my favorites is the Baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the Baby, that nigga could rap. You know what I'm saying?
He tells stories too.
And he tells stories. And even though people be like, oh, he sounds the same, but you gotta give it to this nigga. He wore a diaper outside. Nigga wore a diaper outside, try to like, you know, get put out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah.
But that was
he's
his
a real one. He's doing his own little marketing campaign, and like now, he could determine what labels are gonna pay him opposed to the way around.
Especially that he uses money smart. You know what I'm saying? Because most of these artists, when they get signed or when they get to a label or when they have niggas giving them money, they just flaunt, do stupid shit and make themselves look cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we in New York City, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of...
Naturally.
There's a lot of phony people, bro. There's a lot of people that are like, you know, oh, yeah, I gotta like that. But let's keep it real, bro. If you didn't have anybody who was funding you in the background, you know what I'm saying? You be in the same gutter as a nigga like me that's doing it all himself and with just the people that he works with that are hungry as him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. It's not a fact. I'm not tarnishing anybody's name. I'm just saying that's my opinion. That's how I move, you know? I always try to keep it humble, keep it respectful, and keep it like, you know, to the point that like niggas like us, bro. Like there's no oh, I'm better than you. No, bro, we're the same. We're in the same pond.
It's gotta be genuine when you're the one creating the taste for yourself, not other people, like you following other people's wave.
Cause here's the thing. All my life, bro, when I was young, I thought that was the way. I thought maybe I had to appeal to niggas' likings for them to even notice me or even like me. Why the fuck am I gonna present that in my music? Why should anybody present that in their music? That's the thing I always don't understand. Like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? I understand, like, oh, you know, you're trying to feed your family and get out there more, but, you know, maybe you could do it the right way without doing it the quick and easy way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've met a lot of people that have asked questions like, yo, man, you do all that yourself? Do you have anybody giving you money? Like, what? Is someone giving you money? Is someone, like, putting the plugs on your back? Because, like, you know what I'm saying? This is all working. All the things you see from my page is all, like, me, my videographer, and my partner, and my fucking girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all we do, bro. Like, we don't get nobody's help. We come up with this shit ourselves. Carry shit in our backs. You feel me? So, like, that's why I always wake up every day and I always tell myself, like, you know, the work is gonna pay off, bro. Just because real recognizes real and the universe never lies, bro.
I mean, and, like, even, for example, you dropped today, I already checked you, like, at 9K, 8K, like on Instagram, IGTV in less, in a few hours.
That's the shit that doesn't really register in my mind because sometimes
that's crazy.
Sometimes when I post these things, like I feel so like driven to like, you know, okay, I'm giving them me, they're like feeling it, and then like sometimes I always sit back to myself like maybe they're not gonna feel this, or maybe they're not gonna, but then it comes to like a middle ground of like, you know, I'm giving them best of both worlds. They're not gonna like it, so what? They're gonna love it, all right, you know. Just continue the same cycle. I think that's why Middle Widow. I created Middle Widow because of that. I was really speaking about like how I feel like the middle child, and I am the middle child in my family, like literally.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm like in between of like, should I do good, or should I do the bad way? You know. And plus, I'm a Gemini, so that's how my whole life been in my decision. So, yeah.
You feel like there's only like two options. There can't be like in between.
Yeah, for real. I swear to God, every decision I make is always a good or bad. If I do this, the outcome would be this. If I do that, the outcome would be this. But it's always good or bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I just see things like that, especially when I put out music, and you know, moving forward. I'm going to start, you know, getting equipment, which I advise everybody should do that for themselves if you're a recording artist.
So when will you say, like, is when you start taking your career, like, seriously, that, like, you're like, all right, from here is, like, this is everything, this is my life?
When I told my parents I was not going to college, I literally almost got kicked out. They basically, I'm not going to say disowned me, they just, what's that shit called when they just basically shunned me for like several months of not speaking, really. And it was just up to me to prove them wrong. It's up to me to make sure that my life is the life I want to live, and it's up to me to work as hard than the next man because, you know, I see myself as the artist that, you know, inspires so many, that I'm inspiring so much right now.
Yeah.
I can't even believe that.
So that was like how many years ago?
That was
4 years ago?
4 years ago, yeah. 4 years. 4 years ago, bro. I've been studying and learning this shit, and this is my life. There's no turning back.
And then, so what am I dropped like 2020 or 2019?
2019.
So that's 1 year into your like. Oh no, that's 2 years already into your whole journey.
Yeah, I was still trying to learn like the meanings of like, you know, beats and all this shit, and like the business side of music, because I didn't know shit. You know, my mentor at the time, you know, from Wave Sound Lab, that was like my old, like, you know, my old place I used to go to.
How'd you find those people?
Oh, they were around the corner. My boy Tommy, he just invited me one day to his session. It was around the corner where I lived, and I was like, "Whoa, it's a studio here? The fuck?" And then me and him talked, and I paid him to do my album, and we grew a bond, and he taught me so much about the business of music, you know.
Facts.
And then, like, you know, we had a split, because I felt like, you know, I said, like, you know, I want to do my own thing. And from then on, I've been doing the Freestyle Fridays. I've been promoting myself well on social media, and I have became more of a, people see me as a creative director, because I direct a lot of stuff with my, you know, partner Sherm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of stuff do you direct?
It goes to visuals, photography, music, like music writing and stuff. Like, I can write a lot, and I always come up it's like limitless up here when it comes with ideas. Like, I could come up with anything, literally anything. There's no limit to what I could think of.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that, you know, their mind is not really at the creativity side, so they just, all right, let's do something that's like this, you know? I'm more of like, let's create something like this that's a homage to maybe that, but let's do our own thing, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't like copying shit, you know?
Yeah.
Once again, like, my whole premise is I don't fake the funk, and quality over quantity. I don't care how long it takes, but just know when that shit is out, for example, the Freestyle Friday season 2,
Yeah.
everybody's gonna be like, yo, what the hell?
So it's like, workflow-wise, did you guys, like, record... You guys have all those pre-recorded, or let's say if like next Friday, if you're doing that Freestyle
Oh yeah,
Friday?
they all done. They all done. We just had it. I came up with a whole marketing scheme of how I could start talking about it.
Yeah.
Because I studied the ways of social media, and people are very quick. You know, they don't wanna read something that's mad long. They don't wanna look at something that's too like much. They just wanna understand it by seeing it. You know.
Yeah.
So I give always people like a little taste and like surprises, because, you know, people say, well, I don't like surprises, but that's bullshit. You know, that's bullshit. People love surprises. They love when they're like, what the hell? I didn't see that coming. It gets them excited. It gets them like, oh man, I gotta see this, you know? So social media is more like a tool for me. I don't see it as more like a lifestyle, because a lot of people see it as a lifestyle, but I use it more as a tool to my favor, because I know all the tricks and nicks to this shit.
Yeah. So then basically every Friday you kind of already know that you have this video ready to go. How many of those are you leading to like eventually drop your album?
Well, I'm giving out 8 weeks, 8 episodes. So right now we're in week 4, and we have like
4 more left.
Yeah, 4 more left. Oh my gosh.
There you go.
4 more left, and it's not really to like give the album right after that, because that was the mistake I did the first time.
Okay.
First time in Volume 1, I used the Freestyle Fridays Volume 1 as like this is me, but here's my album after. Like, here you go. Here's a whole project. There's no single. Here's a whole project. Nah, man. That's basically shoving content down people's throats, and that wasn't receptive well. In my liking, I did not like it. I didn't like the fact that like I didn't give people more of a reason of like, okay, why should we transition into the animated, fun, bombastic Freestyle Fridays to this gritty, grungy album? You know what I'm saying? Doesn't make any sense. So what I wanted to do this time around is, as the Freestyle Fridays is going, I give people singles of like, you know, body of like work that is like more of like a, again, side story. You know, and this time the Freestyle Fridays is its own entity now, because now it's a series. Yeah. So it was like I created like a timeline for that, and then for singles, it would just go on to like lead on to that project. You know, till we get to the single that is like the single for the album. you know.
So do you think that almost the album has a different sound than your Freestyle Fridays?
Oh, most definitely.
Is it kind of more similar to the What Am I, like more?
No, not at all.
Or it's something we just haven't heard before?
Haven't heard before. It's a whole different turn. It's more of me. It's more my sound, and it's more abstract, deranged, and very mind-boggling. You know, I wanted to feel like that because I wanted to go with the theme of Maniac. Because if you're gonna call your album Maniac, I wanted shit to pick someone's brain, the way it sounds and the way I sound within it in the lyrics. You know.
Does it follow kind of like you said somebody basically falls into their own mind?
Yeah.
Does that follow? Because you both said it all speaks about like kind of more general topics like the economy, like racism, or just like existing as a minority in society.
Yes.
How does it tackle that? Like through somebody's perspective, or through like a large overarching sort of like view on society?
More of an overarching view of a society, because of the fact that like the way it starts is more I'm there, then I fall into like a deep concussion, and then you would think, okay, now we're gonna follow Raydeo of what he's seeing. No, brother, it's more of what we're seeing, not me. We're seeing, and I'm the narrator of that. You know what I'm saying? So each song is a different element to the mind, and each song is a different element of a story that we all dealt with.
What led you to like to that idea, to like that being like, this is what I want my album to be about?
I've been thinking about this for years actually. This idea has been going on for years. The first name of it was actually called The Magnificent.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was gonna be very like da 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 you do, you know, very very pop, very bubblegum type shit, and then it just transitioned into more of rapping because I could actually rap, and I like have fun mostly with that. Especially how I rap very fast, and like, you know, most of the influences I got over the years. So when I came up with Maniac, I was just thinking to myself like, yo, I want an album that doesn't speak about me, but mostly speaks about everyone. So what's a word that describes everyone? Maniac. We're all maniacs. You know, it doesn't mean you're crazy. It doesn't mean that you're fucking loony. It just means you deal with a lot of shit in your mind. And there's also inspiration from the game Psychonauts. In the game, the kid goes in people's minds and saves them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And they're called Psychonauts.
What system is that game for?
Oh, Ps2, Xbox Original, and GameCube.
Never heard of that game. I have to look into it.
Yeah, it's very, very, very deranged. I'll say that. It's very deranged. But that's how I want the album to feel.
What about you do you think makes you want to talk about like that sort of topic?
My experiences. I experienced a lot of shit in my life, and I feel like some of the things I experienced, everybody did. You know? Because I'm not alone when it comes to this type of shit. So I wanted to speak upon shit that people could just be like, yeah, I was there, and I am there. You know?
Just like universal topics that you've been through, people can relate to.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the typical, oh yeah, we're in the struggle. Yeah, no, nobody wants to really like. I don't really want to dive into that because so many people have done that. I really want to dive into things that we can just relate to, whether it's fun, sad, mad, or happy. You know what I'm saying? I want to use all those elements and put it into an album. You know what I'm saying? And put it into a body of work that really describes and defines me as an artist, you know? And I feel like instead of me going again about this is what I deal with, this is my life, no, man. Music is supposed to be for everyone, not just for you sometimes. And I did that the first time with What Am I? It's all about me. I was, you know, now I want this to be more about us. I see it as an us thing, you know?
Do you feel like you kind of had to get What Am I off your chest to like move on to this next project?
Yeah, a lot, yes. What Am I was filled with anger and stress and just confusion.
What do you think led to like all that anger and stress and confusion?
Well, once again, my experiences. I dealt with a lot of shit, and it just, the album shows...
On a general level, what do you, like, what kind of experiences?
Like, not having fucking friends, not even having a fucking influence to guide me. like being your own influence. I never had no one really tell me like, yo, you're doing good. You should be doing this, or this is how you got to do it in a good way.
Yeah.
You know, I was always around the stupid ass people that didn't want nothing for me or didn't care less about me. You know, and that album was full of that. It was filled with confusion. It was filled with if this path I'm choosing, if it's good or not. You know, it was filled with the guilt I kind of felt when I told my parents I didn't want to go to college. You know, it was just a premise of like me feeling like a loser all my life. You know, and now I'm so sick and tired of like feeling that way. So I was just angered.
Do you think that like I guess all that has led to now is that like, do you regret any of that, or is it like, water under the bridge?
No, I actually embrace all that shit. You know, I love all that shit. I love the fact that I went through all of that, because if I didn't, I would not be right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, probably be some nigga that's in college trying to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
But because of all that shit I went through, I became the man I am. I became this unique person that people perceive me as, and it makes me feel so grateful, because you know how much it feels to hear people be like, yo man, you're Raydeo, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I never had people come up to me. I never had people embrace what I do. I never had people even acknowledge that I exist. So I use all those things that I went through as a drive to push me even further. You know, because you have the choice. You can either be a nigga that, oh man, I go through mad shit, I'm gonna just be to myself and I'm not gonna do anything, I need time off. Or you could be the nigga that takes all that shit, sucks it up, and use that shit to make you work, bro. And push yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? It's like you could choose. My life is shit. Well, my life is shit. You know?
With a smile on your face.
Exactly, bro. Like, it's your choice. It's nobody else's choice. It's no one else's fault. It's just you. It's you choose how to steer the wheel. Either you want to stay in the road and complain, or you want to get the fuck out the car and keep going, bro. Without the car, you gotta keep going. So that's how I see it.
Yeah. I mean, I think, like, for you finding the crowd of people you wanted to be around is there was probably no other way to, like, go about curating, like, little by little, which people are gonna gravitate towards you than by putting yourself out there.
Yeah, I honestly, all the people I've met right now that are, like, beautiful people, it was just all because of my music. Like, it was all because of my drive and how I presented myself. Like, I didn't really try to find people. I was tired of that. I stopped that when I went to high school. I really, really did not care about trying to, hey man, look at me. Hey, no. But every time I meet an artist or anything, I would never be shy to show my music or even rap in front of them. I was always ready to rap in front of them. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care how you stand. I'm ready to rap every time.
Yeah.
I'm ready to show you just me. No cool shit. Not trying to, oh yeah, look at this. I'm cool. Nah, nigga, just hear me out. If you're not hearing me, fine. That's up to you.
Do you feel like you being ready to rap in front of them, or like rap, like basically just having rap as like a tool in your arsenal in terms of, either getting to business, like, advancing yourself in life or advancing yourself socially, like how does that continue to change your life every day?
I mean, it continues to show people that I am actually serious. Because everybody says they're an artist. Everybody says they do music.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
there's people that live this shit, bro. I live and breathe this shit. You know what I'm saying? I may not know how to produce. I may not know how to, make beats from scratch and all that shit. That's produce again. Or I may not fucking be with a person that like manages me and all that shit. I manage myself.
Yeah.
I don't produce beats. I buy beats and I meet producers that that become my partners because they believe in my vision. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no magic cutaway or fucking shortcuts and this shit. Like I literally present myself as I am to people, and they pick and choose like if they want to
fuck with you.
So.
Yeah. Do you feel like your pen game is up there? Like where? Like do you feel like your pen game is like top tier?
I feel like my pen game Yes, it's top tier because I take my time writing all my songs, bro. It be taking me hours to write my songs, and I write them within a day. I have wrote songs back to back within a day. Yes, I write my shit top tier. My writing, my pen is top tier. But the only thing is, the way I write is more like animated. Some bars are there. Sometimes it's just me talking my shit. Or sometimes it's me just flowing. And, give the best of both worlds. But when it comes down to like anything, whether I'm in a room or anything or anybody, I adapt to anything. It's just in my personal liking. I pick and choose when I want to be like bars, or flow, fun. So yeah, I just love the fact that like I'm very like I'm two-sided when it comes to those things because like I see both sides.
It's interesting because.
But to answer your question, yes.
Yeah. I feel like you're petting me about that.
Yes.
But I was gonna say like, cause I wouldn't say you genre switch, but like from What Am I to Middle Whittle and even like let's say Too Easy, but a lot of these Freestyle Fridays kind of like almost have I don't know. I wouldn't say like an old school Vic Mensa, but because I also kind of throw even a West Coast vibe in there, which is like. Not really but I think Vic Mensa is also kind of similar in that he goes from one genre to the next to like more rocky shit, like not rocky as ASAP Rocky, but like more like rock, literal genre wise, to like 90s boom bap shit to like contemporary hip hop to like druggy like trap shit. Where would you put this next album in terms of that?
Oh, straight hip hop, bro. Straight hip hop. No boom bap, no none of that. Just straight hip hop, straight me rapping.
Do you have like a timeline for when that's gonna drop?
No, not yet. Just because of the fact that like, when it comes to any project or anything, I want to take my time. I don't want to give myself like I gotta finish it by then because then in my head it's like I feel like every day I'm wasting my time or every day that if I'm not working on it,
you get anxious basically.
So, I'm just going with the punches and. Most likely the album will come to fruition. I could say this year, but I can't say when.
Yeah.
This year, but I can't say when. You don't know.
We'll see.
Do
you see like your fan base growing with each Freestyle Friday?
Oh hell yeah! Every time I put out even the fucking first 2 episodes, I was like, God damn, these niggas is really fucking with this shit. Like I was like, whoa, man, whoa. I was like, I was blown away. And mind you, I do not do no promotion. I do not do none of that. I literally send it to everybody's DM. That's how I do it. That's how I get traction. That's how I show love. And I repost everybody. I comment back on everybody's thing because that is love. And support is free. That's how I do it. I do not pay nothing. None of that. It's all love on this side. Okay? Yes. Just letting people know because people be thinking like, oh my God, magician, how you do it? Love. That's how I do it, with love.
Man, it's crazy because like IG seems to be like the platform that you've chosen to like really build your fan base off of.
It's cause like Twitter's mostly like when you're like at the celebrity status point. You know what I'm saying? That people just
like you tweet and you get like one like. Like it's not the same.
It's not the same as I feel like Instagram is very expressive. That's why it gravitates more to me. I'm very expressive. And I'm very passionate and I'm very like sensitive too, but I'm very openly sensitive because I'm not afraid to show anything. So when it comes to like other platforms like Facebook's, Twitter, or even YouTube, bro, I feel like YouTube is just a source of like, okay, you want to see like a full-fledged video, go to YouTube.
Yeah.
You want to see more of my personal life, go to YouTube, or maybe go to Instagram because that's the same thing. I treat Instagram and YouTube kind of the same, but I know YouTube will get more up there once I have more of a foundation, of a higher foundation.
Yeah.
I'm taking things step by step. I don't want to really try to like force people to be like, Instagram, now here, now go over here, now go over there. No, people, it's only so much that one individual, one consumer could do. You know what I'm saying? So you have to build yourself somewhere very strong in order for them to then follow somewhere else. And I have not got to that point that I'm that strong to then make them be like, hey, go to my YouTube real quick. It's not happening yet.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
I mean, I think your visuals are strong enough that probably would like.
Of course. But I'm saying like these visuals are more like for like Instagram. It's like fast.
Yeah.
Like when it goes to YouTube, of course. Like for example, Run It Up. You know that video was 8 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's like shit like that. Of course, it'll make them go to YouTube. Because why not? You want to see 8 minutes of that? Go to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting it on IG. You have to go to YouTube to enjoy that. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a full-fledged work. That's full-fledged. No quick shit. Is you sit down there and you watch it front and finish to end.
Yeah.
But for Instagram, it's more like you could pick and choose. You could watch it from the beginning, stop, and go back, or you could watch it from beginning to end. You know, that's the thing I decipher when it comes to Instagram and when it comes to YouTube. YouTube is for consumers that want to sit there and fully watch it. Instagram is more like a quick thing.
You spend most of your time on, like, if you're looking for new artists, you look on Instagram?
No, I just actually go to SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Like that's been my main thing since I was like in high school. Like I just go to SoundCloud, here's some remixes or redones from people, and I'll just be like, oh, I like this person, and just follow them. I call them like I mostly gravitate to like gems. I don't really gravitate to like the mainstream shit or like most of these new artists. I'm not saying they're bad. It's just not my taste.
What are like some gems that you would name drop?
Selection has amazing artists that they be presenting that are even DJs. So shout out to DJs out there. Niggas deserve more credit. You know what I'm saying? The DJs and all that shit.
Yo, shout out DJ Smash Bros.
Yeah. Oh, fuck you. Yo, this nigga. I'm like, wait a minute. This son of a bitch.
Nah, bro.
Damn. Oh my god,
that shit be hitting, bro.
Nah, don't. Never go play.
I'm gonna have to show the fans a little something. Come on.
Fuck. Damn. Yo, my god.
That cha-cha.
Shut the fuck up. Me and my boy, like, his name is Jonah. That's my right hand man, bro. Me and this nigga. Wait. Me and this nigga used to like. Literally, it was a little computer. I'm gonna tell you right now. Yeah. Little computer with virtual DJ. Like this, taking turns. I'm like, yo, you put that song, I'll put this song. You know how virtual DJ had two sides? So I'm like the left, you're the right. So every time I put something in the left, I'll be like, all right, yo, it's your turn. And he'll put something to the right. And we just be like, it's the Indian.
Nah, yo, the wine tape had me dead. He had the wine tape, bro. That shit had me crying.
The same way I send people like my content now through their DMs.
Yeah.
Same way I used to send shit to people on Facebook. I used to send back and forth. Yo, check out the new wine mix DJ Smash Bros featuring DJ Man, because I don't know why his name used to be DJ Man. What the
trash.
Nah, I ain't trash. My son is unique. That's my nigga.
DJ Man. That's not unique. That's not generic. DJ Person.
Nigga said DJ Person, but
male.
But that's my right hand boy. So I was standing next to the nigga.
Facts.
We was Smash Bros. We was DJ. Yo, everybody hated us. Yeah. Not like hated us like the way they were just like, damn, why these niggas keep on going? Because it's music. That was the wackest mix we ever heard. That's the wackest mix. Oh my god, you hit the flinch? Nah.
I'm gonna put this shit in the background. I'm gonna edit it in.
If you do that, I'm fucking you up. Don't not do that.
Yo, the internet's gonna know, bro. The internet's bad.
Please don't.
Public information.
Oh my god, bro. That was a funny ass time.
You know, I respect it though, cause like you have to be an expressive person, just always trying to be creative. Like I feel like I'm the type of person that I'm still like, yo, this shit that I made, I'm not sure if I'll put that shit out there. People about to cut my ass. So I respect that, bro.
Bro, I was full. Bro, I got when we first did a wine mix, I put Cowboy Bebop's intro in the beginning. Why the fuck is jazz and then wine there? Makes no difference. But I was just having fun. Yeah, I was having fun. I had my fucking desktop. I was on my Dell. I had virtual DJ. I was just making anything, bro. I even did a remix that no one ever heard to Childish Gambino.
Oh yeah, what song?
It was called We Ain't Them.
Oh yeah, that's the intro to Royalty.
I did a whole remix to that. deleted it. No one's never gonna hear that. Ain't nobody gonna hear that shit. I did so much shit on that SoundCloud, bro. That is crazy. I mean,
SoundCloud's tough.
I mean, that's when I was experimenting with my sound. What am I? Yeah, like
that's good.
Like y'all can still listen to my old songs for now because it's still there. Like Sugar, Cha Cha. That shit.
That was a nigga, that shit got like 1,600 hits, bro.
I was surprised. I'm like, there was people that would hit me up and be like, yo, man, I really like Cha-Cha. I'm like, yo, you must be smoking rock. Because how the fuck did you like that? That shit was not.
No, I feel like that's the way about like some trash songs. They so trash they take fire.
Yo, that shit. That shit had. It was they was so bad. The engineer walked out the room. That nigga said I gotta take a phone call while I was recording.
Dead ass.
That shit was so bad. That shit was trash.
The engineer had to take a phone call. That's OD. I'm gonna put that somewhere.
Bro, that shit go how chat. Wait, how chat. Move your body to the rhythm. Let's get loose for time. Can get shake it. Don't mistake it. That's it. That's all I remember, bro. That shit was so bad. That shit was not mastered. It was not engineered. That shit's raw. It's just a beat and then me going.
Wait, so you went to a studio to do that?
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
The nigga walked out. I came out and it was done. I came out and I'm like, and then my voice is like, yo, he walked out. Yo, fuck you, bro.
It's just like that. Nah, bro, it was crazy.
Wait, hold on. You can't lie, this beat's fire though.
That sound like Gold Link. I'm dead, bro.
There's a lot of people that said that. And that's one of my influences.
Inspirations.
Yeah. When it came to flow, he was one of my inspirations. But this beat's
bro,
fire though.
These big numbers, bro. You don't think that no bachata only salsa? I'm like, yo, my son's born.
Yeah, my bars is more like animated. That's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to bars, I'm more animated. Like I say clever things that you have to go back and be like, did this nigga just say that?
Yeah.
Cause let's not play this. No. I give them one more.
He said.
I give them one more.
Which one's this? I don't think I hear this one yet. I ain't hear this one.
This shit is the trashiest one. I thought I was Anderson .Paak. This shit was so bad. Even the engineer told me like, "Yo, bro, you sure you want me to engineer this?" I was like, "I'm paying you, right?" Look at it. Nah, this shit is garbage.
Nah, bro.
What the fuck? Rock Me Daily? This PBS ass music.
No, bro. Engineer never said that's OG.
Nah.
Now you were saying before how you felt your voice wasn't it. How did you go about finding your sound?
Bro,
I was doing shit like this, but
how
did it get from shit like this to the shit you're dropping today?
I saw what people said about my voice, and I'm like, yo, man, you have like a raspy demeanor. Like every time you talk, it just feels like a narrator. Like the way I'm doing it right now. So they're like, why don't you do that with your music? I was like, okay, and I tried it out, and then people were like, this is fire. I mean, the first time I tried it out, which I kind of wish I didn't try it out when that song was like Run It Up. And I'm mostly like, I'm speaking like this, run it up, watch me fuck it up, down my love, tripping cuz, watch me, no, now my love, tripping cuz, playing what, yearly gifted, optimistic, open to my doors, hope that they'll listen, pistol gripping, bang bang like Bill, nigga, I kill it, squill it, now spill it, set the bar to the top, no ceiling, like bro, bars, I kill Bill, come on now, bro, movie references, niggas gotta really listen.
It's a Tarantino reference.
That ass set the bar to the top, no ceiling. Now listen, ain't no picture. Shit, fire. I haven't listened to that song in a while. This bitch knows I'm willing, straight chilling. Play my MP3, amplify my IQ, please. Master Mass, A to B, eating up my collard greens, yeah. Popeye in the scene, yeah. That's one of my favorite shows as a kid was Popeye.
Yeah.
So I'm like, come on, man, like the references, you know. So, but at the same time, the beat's like, vroom, 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 boom, vroom, do.
Yeah.
Crazy ass beat. It was by Astoria Boulevard. It was a producer. that I found on YouTube, and he killed this shit. I paid full money for that one. I believed in that one.
Yeah.
I believed in that. I felt it so much. Like that song was actually a mistake.
Like, what do you mean?
I wrote it for fun.
Okay.
Like I literally wrote it, and I told myself, I'm not recording this.
Why?
Because I just felt like it wasn't me. Then I heard it again and again, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna record this shit. And then I put it on wax. Shit sounded very...
How could, like, you feel like you could write a whole song and still feel like that's not me?
Yeah, bro, I have so many songs that no one has yet to hear that I feel like they never be put out. Not because of my preferences, more because I need to record it first. I need to record it first to actually hear it. Because I have mad voice notes, and that's like one of my moving things moving forward.
Yeah.
I'm getting equipment from my place, and I'm just going to record every time in my house, bro.
Yeah.
Every time in my house, I'm record. Doesn't matter if it's my beat, if it's not, or if it's just a demo. I'm going to record it, and if I like it,
but it's
here
like,
I go.
Isn't it going to be hard? Like, do you feel like you can achieve your sound in your house?
Oh, hell, what? I could achieve my sound anywhere. Not only my house, I could be anywhere and achieve my sound. Doesn't matter where I'm at. I could do anything.
Why, you don't think the mix and mastering doesn't really lead to that?
No, it does. I'm saying like I could like listen to it like to myself and then know it's worthy to be mixed and mastered.
I got you.
Because like if I'm just gonna mix and master everything, I'm wasting money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to make sure that like, all right, I see and I breathe and see this. Let's mix and master it. Now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the way I recorded some of the freestyles that nobody even knows was from GarageBand through my phone.
Yeah.
Literally with the headphones like that. Like the Steez,
yeah,
it did that the first time through the headphones. Then I recorded it with Lou Ford.
They went to the studio.
Yeah.
Oh, not even the studio, just
yeah. It was Lou Ford.
Yeah.
He came to my place. We recorded in my house. We did most of the free. We've redone all the freestyles in my house because he just felt like we could make it more better. Even though I did it through my phone the first time.
Yeah.
And those other versions that no one's gonna hear, but they sounded good too because I started learning like what I like to hear, what I see myself in. So that's when it comes to recording. When you start to record yourself, you're like, oh shit. This is how I want to hear myself. Go to the mix and master person. You see how I did it right there? You don't gotta do nothing, buddy. You just gotta make sure it's mixed and mastered. Level it more thoroughly. Level it right there. But also, I like being there. I don't like really sending files to people. I'm mostly like, let me be there. Unless there's a collab, then I have to send files, of course, because you know niggas are not gonna be where you at every time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So yeah, and like basically finding your voice through Run It Up. That's funny because you all said it kind of was the change of your demeanor as well, like within the making music and just hip hop game in general.
Yeah, it was literally the bridge. It was literally the bridge that I needed to like be like, all right, here you guys go. I know y'all fucking with this, but now the next things, these are me. You cannot say nothing. Even with Foreign Touch, that song is a whole love. That's my first love song I ever released.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, do you find yourself more on the side of like Lover Boy or like, because I feel like that song kind of has a little bit of like, you know, falling in love, but then also sort of the realistic side of it, whereas like shit's temporary at the end of the day, especially like it seems like in today's society. So then it is what it is, and you got to move on.
I like that you actually listened to it because that's exactly what I wrote it for. Like I was feeling that. I was like, it was an inspiration from Pt.2. He had this woman that they will always rob. Like
what's Pt.2?
Pt.2 is like this anime that I think is based on he's based in the 80s to 90s.
Okay.
No, not even no. It's based in the 70s to the 80s to 90s to now. So like it's still going on.
Okay.
And he's like a famous thief that he robs like the most biggest banks in the world around the world with his crew.
Gotcha.
And like this woman, she will always like they were like a love interest and like they will be together, but she will always steal the shit that he stole, like from him.
Yeah.
And he will always go chasing her, and that was the only woman that always got him. So like I came up with like a story like, what if the woman I met, because I wrote that song before I was in like in a relationship. I was like, what if I met a woman that was named Santa Monica, aka the place that everybody loves to go in California, Santa Monica. And I was like, because I'm very, when it comes to like making love songs, I'm very clever and I'm very like poetic when it comes to that.
Yeah.
And like
why? Just because like it's already a love song, so
no, not only that, is if you notice, there's no curses. No curses at all. Every time I make a love song, like without me intentionally even knowing, like there's no curses. Like I be people telling me like, oh, it's hard for me not to write curses in songs. I'm like, For me, it's easy. I have a time I don't even remember. Like Middle Widow, I think there's no curses in that one either. Nah, there's no curses in that one either. I just be writing, bro. I be writing what I feel, and like, I think one of my favorite lines from that is like, cause like I wanted to give like the perspective of like, we're in a late relationship, but also it's bad. You know what I'm saying? Like we have some bad in it, and I'm gonna speak about my part, but I'm also speak about yours. So the part when it goes, it's like I was trying to reenact an argument, but in a way of like we're both talking at the same time. So like in this part, it was gonna be like it was gonna be like the part of the male speaking to the female, like yeah, I said it, call it what you want, I meant it. You only act up because you're venting, so you only act up because you're actually speaking up. But like you're finally speaking up, which is something that you've been holding in, because people that tend to hold in feelings that they want to actually speak about, they only speak about it at the wrong times when they're like feeling very angry or very, very sad. So it was like I dealt with that before every time. So I was like, yeah, I said it, call it what you want, I meant it. You only act up because you're venting. Feelings all mixed to match to this to back to then attack a full setting. So basically like you did all of this, all of that to hide it to then attack this beautiful moment we're in. You know what I'm saying? This is back to then attack a full setting. And then it's her like saying, pay full attention, which empty out the word, the job, the cloud, the mouth, the blurt it out. I'm wilding out and out about and paying the cross of what is really pathetic. Where's the medic? I'm talking longer than your last. It's pathetic, pointing at emotions with no glass, rhythmic headache. It's like a way.
Emotions with no glass, rhythmic what?
Rhythmic headache. It's basically like, you got me fucked up in the head. Like how I'm supposed to speak, how I'm supposed to say these things if you're making me feel like very like empty inside or very closed. So I wanted to give that perspective of both of them, even though I rapped it very fast. It was more of like a spectrum, like the guy having his say, but then the woman having her say more. Because I mostly gravitate to women because I have more of a feminine side with me because I was more of a mama's boy when I was so young. So I'm more with the women when it comes to that kind of argument. Gotcha. Even though with the niggas, but I'm more for the women. So in that kind of argument, it was more like she won the argument. And then he just
Why do you feel like she won the argument?
Because, sometimes I feel like, men, us, we sometimes get one-sided, and that's true because our masculinity and the way we just perceive things. And we just feel like, man, you don't know what you're talking about. I know more than you. That always happens. That's a general fact. But at this time, I wanted to give the female that empowerment. Like, that's why I was rapping so fast, because I wanted the person listening to be like, damn, And then I feel like, when it comes to the argument where people are like at that point where like, damn, you just proved me wrong. That's when we go.
Not worried about saying like how did she prove him wrong?
Oh, it was more of like she explained why I'm like this. She explained like, oh, this is why I'm like this. This is why I'm talking like this, and this is why I'm letting it out now because you always do this and that. You know what I'm saying? You always be thinking shit is sweet, but it ain't sweet. You feel me? Yeah. And then that's when you I feel like every time when a woman puts like someone in their place, it always goes back to us trying to be all sweet about it now. That's when it goes back to
It's like, oh,
and then we drop and then we talk and talk. Waking up the next day feeling soft and soft. It's basically like a depiction of like we wake up the next day like nothing never happened. Like we're just back to we're good now. When really it was just a foreign touch. A touch that we just felt, and sometimes it will go away, sometimes it will come back, or it will not come back at all.
You mean in terms of like that argument, or in terms of like
love
and
the love spectrum. Like I feel like what a really better study. Where's the medic? I'm talking longer than your last. It's pathetic. Pointing out you wasn't no glass. Rhythmic headache. Stylus power. 8 by mile. 313. Count the days I used to smile. Basically, she's like saying, like pouring her out. Like I counted the days till I got to this point. I used to be so happy in the beginning. I was shit. Spaced it out, shoot my feelings till they found, grasp it to your furthest crowd, hit the ground, lost and found, and then that's when it goes to the boy's perspective. Forever only means a while. Take it as you want it, child. People leave like Caesars now. Temporary, the love is truly scary. Make up like Tom and Jerry. The more you want, the less you have, and that's what. And it's like an agreement, and that's what kills us, maybe. But then we drop, look back like what? You grew a lot, and hit the spot. Like you really told me, you really spoke to me, and then we once again, So like it was basically like. I wanted to give like a spectrum of both. Of like, damn man, you're right. but also like we're in this together. But unfortunately, even if it doesn't work out, just know I still got love for you. I dealt with that a lot in my life and relationships in general. So that song was just genuinely, I wrote it.
Yeah, it was interesting because like I don't know, I didn't see that like within the song. I didn't see the part that like led to why they kind of had to be temporary.
It's because like in that part, I like to have fun when it comes to certain rhyme schemes. So like in that part, I feel like it was very necessary when it got quiet, when the beat got more like mellow, to just go fast. You know, to make it feel like, because when women scream at you or women nag at you, you feel like they're talking very rapidly, even though they're talking slow. So I wanted to give that aspect, like, yeah, I said it. Cody, what you want? No. Pay full attention, which empty out the word, out the cloud, the mouth, the blurted out, the wild and out about, and paying the cross with the really pathetic. Where's the medic? I'm talking, look at the last. It's pathetic, boy. What you in the glass, rhythmic headache. I wanted to feel like she's like in your head. You're like,
yeah.
Oh man, but she's telling you some real shit.
She's spitting facts. That's why like every word is hitting. So that's why I feel like it's so much information.
Exactly. That's the whole point. That's the whole thing I wanted to the consumer to get. You know, either way, if they didn't or if they did, I know eventually they will, because that song is gonna be forever.
Yeah. So back to the original question, like where do you find yourself on like a spectrum of? I mean, you say you kind of see yourself more on the feminine side, but so that's make you more of a lover boy, you'd say?
Yeah, it does. It does. Because when it comes to love songs, I could come up with so much shit, bro, that I've dealt with, because I have so much experience with that shit too.
Yeah.
A lot. My fucking first girlfriend was a fucking tomboy. That we both used to play Def Jam 5 in New York. Yeah, that was like my first kiss. That was back in fucking 4th grade. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I'm more of a lover boy, but I say I'm more all around. I don't stick to one thing, because I'm not in the box.